Great.
All right, I'm Brian Klimowski, meteorologist in charge here at the National Weather Service in Flagstaff, Arizona. And let's talk a little bit about this storm. We're going to be getting this week and some of the challenges involved in forecasting a storm of this nature. Understand a lot of our weather and our winter storms come from the southwest. Often, like in this case, storms that originate off the shore of California, come onshore, and then move into our area. How does this, how do we use that into coming up with a forecast? Well, there's a couple of challenges. Number one is off the shore of California, we don't have a lot of data in that area, so there's some uncertainties involved with the storms before they come onshore, because onshore and on the land of the United States, we have a lot more observations to leverage our decisions. So in a storm like this, which is coming onshore from California, we often have only, let's say, 24 hours a day after it hits shore to really kind of dial in our forecasts and see how it's manifesting itself across the country. And then we have the storm, which is coming across the deserts of Southern California, perhaps the southern Sierra Nevada mountains that are 14,000 feet. We have a storm that's essentially being torn up by topography before it reaches our area, which causes a lot of uncertainty unto itself. So once this moisture and this storm system reaches the Flagstaff area, we have a couple other things to untangle. We have, as you know, our own topography here. San Francisco peaks up to 12,000 feet, Sedona 4,000 feet, Prescott 5, and a lot of mountain ranges in between that impact the weather on its way to Flagstaff. But once the storm reaches Flagstaff, here's where some interesting things happen. You've probably heard about the upslope and downslope effects for those parts of the mountain or the terrain where the air is rising up and over the mountain, often see more snow or more rain than those on the lee side. Winslow is in the desert for a reason, because it's downslope from the Mogollon Rim, or the high terrain to its south and west. We see the same types of effects even in the small area of Flagstaff itself. For the west side of Flagstaff often sees a significantly greater amount of snow in these systems than the east side of Flagstaff. I used to live in Doney Park, to where we might routinely see 3 to 4 inch snowfalls that out at the airport they've seen 6 to 8, maybe even 12 inches or more snow in that area. And we see that during virtually every storm. If the winds are out of the south or the southwest and the storm is coming from the west, we're going to see a strong gradient of the snow amounts from west to east. One of our forecast challenges. We might say, hey, Flagstaff's going to get a foot of snow out of this next storm. But really what that means is it's a gradient. It might mean that Doney Park's going to get 4 inches. Downtown Flagstaff might see 8. The airport might see 12. Baderville might see 16. And we all know that Kachina Village, Munns Park, Mormon Lake generally see more snow than Flagstaff. They're in kind of that sweet spot that often sees 30 to 40% more snow than the Flagstaff area. There's a lot of factors that go into weather forecasting, and the meteorologists we have here are doing their best to provide and communicate the best information on hazards and impacts and just the way the storm is going to manifest itself here.